Hello, film and TV fans. Welcome back to another review on the Off the Cuff Film Reviews YouTube channel. I know it's been a while since the last video. There's lots of things happening, lots of production going on, and I just haven't had the time, nay, the actual resources and equipment to make any videos. As my PC that I've made most of, the videos from recently on broke down and is no longer working, so I'm doing this on a laptop. But welcome to the 2022 Christmas special. Happy holidays, happy Christmas, whatever you celebrate. I hope you have fun and enjoy it. Today we're covering two Christmas movies that released in 2022 as sort of a double feature, because I feel like they're movies I want to talk about quite topically and stuff, and it would work doing it now. So we're talking about Spirited, starring Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell, and Violent Night, starring David Harbour and John Leguizamo. So let's just jump straight into it with Spirited. Now, Spirited for me is an interesting movie because it's sort of a modern-ish take on Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, which is something I studied. So I know the source material a little bit. But for me, it's a movie that it manages to juggle being a modern interpretation while having trademark Ryan Reynolds humour and also traditional humour, which works in a lot of the scenes as well. I think it's a really great modernisation of the tale without it feeling too sort of superfluous and too, like, generic. It actually stands out as one of the better interpretations of the classic tale, and I think the two lead performances really help shine that. We've also got supporting performances from Octavia Spencer as well, so that's quite fun. It's one I've been looking forward to a while because I remember seeing a lot of things about it. It's a movie I really enjoyed watching when I watched it. I think it has some really great costume and set design, and some great songs as well, as you hear one now that's performed quite well. I'm not the hugest fan of musicals, but I found myself indulging in quite a few musicals that I really enjoyed as of recently. This is one of them. Cyrano is another great example of that. There's another one, but I can't remember off the top of my head, which is not fun. But there is another one, and if I remember it, I will probably stick it somewhere here or mention it later on in the video. But Spirited is a really fun one for me. It evaporates itself beyond the limitations of being just a standard Christmas adaptation by actually having, like I said, great songs, great characters, great moments, fun-filled things, really. And it just really makes for being such a unique twist on such a classic Christmas tale. Yeah, I think going in, I was like, is this going to be good? Is this going to be bad? I've never been the hugest fan of musicals, but I did really enjoy it. Like I said, I think for me, at least, it very much feels like a Christmas movie I will definitely be watching for years to come. And it doesn't help that obviously being on Apple TV Plus, it's quite a limited. Not everyone has access to Apple TV Plus. I'm not saying that people, don't have Apple TV Plus. There's a lot of people that do, but it's not as out there as Netflix, Prime Video, etc., etc. So maybe it won't be on everyone's radar. So I do employ a lot of you to go watch it because it is a fantastic little Christmas movie, a great movie to put on during the Christmas holidays. Although it's not the movie I'll be watching on Christmas Day. I'll be watching a variety of different movies. But yeah, it's just such a rich movie for me, with so many unique elements to it that just lends you to believing that it could really push itself to be better than perhaps maybe it was in some circumstances, but it also wants to remind you that it is still at the heart a very Ryan Reynolds-esque movie with that kind of style to it per se, and as such it works on a on a natural level of great costume design, great set design, really well written as well for the most part. But it's not one of them it's going to win awards, but it's a great entertainment movie. I always like to say this, and I will definitely make a video about this at some point, but I like to see I see there's two different kinds of movies. There's entertainment movies that are just there to entertain you and be action fun blockbusters a lot of the time. Fast and Furious, the Marvel movies, they're just entertainment. And then there's serious, great, well made, like movies that are meant to be serious tales of pain and suffering and joy, like Banshees of Inisherin and Tar, and that aren't there just there to make you feel, just to entertain you. They're there to tell you a story, tell you a character's way of life, and put you through what they've been through. So a lot of those movies work like that. But that is Spirited. So we're now going to talk about Violent Night. Violent Night is a very interesting movie because it is fucking. While Spirited is quite the family friendly movie per se, this is not that. Now, this one released in cinemas. I managed to see it in cinemas in early December, and it's still actually in cinemas, so I highly recommend you go check it out. Actually, the most recent movie I'm reviewing here, in terms of release to now, I just thought I'd talk about it and bundle it together. It's not out on DVD or video yet. Mostly, I wait until that happens to watch it a second time. But I thought, hey, it's Christmas. We'll just fucking wing it. So, Violent Night. Now, it also falls into the same category as Spirited of being, it's not there to win awards. It's just hella fucking entertaining, and it is just so much fun to watch. There's genuinely great moments. David Harbour as Santa was an inspired casting choice, by the way, because he's funny as fuck. It's also fairly well written as well. Again, the one thing these two movies share in common is they actually have the same composer, Dominic Lewis, who also composed for Bullet Train this year, another movie I'm going to be covering quite soon, as well as The Kingsman and stuff like that. But again, the fact they share a composer is not... it's not just because I'm sponsored by or anything. It's just because I want to talk about these two Christmas movies, and it just so happens that he composed the music for both of them, so that's fun. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's genuinely really funny. There's some really quite gross moments in it, but it's definitely not a family-friendly movie. There's a lot, and I mean a lot, of swearing and gore, and it makes for a really great plot and a really actually well thought out and constructed movie per se. But also it builds and builds and builds and builds to a point where you genuinely just think, how am I watching this? How have we gone from Santa stabbing a man with a candy cane to a heartfelt moment he shares with a child within the space of 2 fucking minutes? It's incredible how it's managed to actually unfold that way, but it's brilliant in any way. And yeah, that's what for me really makes this such a fun movie to watch, because it's just stupidly entertaining. It's stupidly brilliantly fun. It's so just intriguing to me, because I didn't know such a movie could ever exist, but I'm happy it does because it's fucking brilliant. Yeah, it feels so whole with so much. And it's obviously very different to a Christmas movie I covered previously last year with The Polar Express. But that is my favourite Christmas movie, and I am going to be rewatching that quite soon, but I'm not going to talk about it again. It's just such a movie, my favourite thing about the movie is it feels like a movie. A real movie. I'm sorry, that's a terribly quoting Harry Styles there, but I will definitely be talking about that movie because I want to tell you how shit it is, not because I like it. I really don't. But yeah, Violent Night is just so wild for me. It's just, I never understood how it could be so fucking, like, ridiculously fucking stupid, and I really just think that's the most hilarious thing in the world for me. It's just so creative with its stupidity and its stupendity as well. It's over the top and fun, and if you're in the mood for some seriously funny and gory Christmas fun, this is the movie for you. It's not a horror movie, by the way. If you think that, it's not a horror movie. It's a straight up comedy, but a violent comedy with, death and murder and pew 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 and guns and really bad Christmas jokes, but that's because it's supposed to be like that, and I really appreciate he goes, Santa Claus is coming to town, or you're my naughty list, and then he actually fucking pulls out a naughty list. It is it's cringe, but it's purposely and brilliantly cringe at the same time, so I would highly recommend it. It's a great movie. Yeah, thank you so much for watching my reviews of both Spirited and Violent Night, thank you for being part of 2022 for me. You know, if you're watching my videos, listen to the podcast versions, or listen to my music, thank you so much. It's I said this in the stream the other day, but hey, it doesn't matter. I'll say it again. It's been wonderful. My 2022 has been lots of fun, and 2023 should be so much better because I'm going to expand different types of content with this new setup and stuff. I hope you like this new setup. The actual visual side might change as well. I might put the trailer there because switching between the fucking things is not fun. No. Yeah, we might be changing that up. But yeah, thanks so much for watching the Christmas special. Have a happy holidays, and I will see you, if not before then, in 2023. But there might be some more views before then. So yeah, thank you. Have a wonderful day, and bye bye for now. Yeah, thank you, and see you. Yeah, for the New Year special, which there are movies. I think this year's New Year special will probably be Glass Onion because why not? Anyway, bye bye for now.